So the new Guardians of the Supergirl. The new Supergirl trailer is out. And look, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I was once excited about this film, but not really anymore because it feels like we're just getting more of the same. I was really excited about the DCU. And look, Superman wasn't perfect, but I liked it. But the reason why I was excited about the DCU is because I wanted it to be something totally separated from the MCU. I don't want to go into a DCU movie feeling like I'm watching Guardians of the Galaxy or Ant-Man Quantumania or something, but that's the vibes I'm getting from the Supergirl trailer. And look, I'm tired of this hungover, drunken, anti-hero, superhero, a superhero who's down on their luck, depressed. I'm tired of it. It's played out. Every superhero doesn't have to be like freaking Hancock from that Will Smith movie, Hancock. Every superhero doesn't have to be like that. Yet when you look around, you struggle to find a real superhero anymore these days. They're all like Hancock, and it's funny because when that movie came out, it came out as something unique. Here's an alternative to the superheroes you're used to. Here's this guy who likes to drink. He doesn't really, he's not this hopeful figure. And now every superhero is like that. It's so tiring. At the very least, when it comes to Superman and Supergirl, I want to leave the movie theaters feeling super. I want to be able to watch the movie and leave the theaters feeling like I can fly. These movies should be positive experiences. They should really put on display what a superhero really is. I want to feel hope and joy, not depression. I don't want to watch this hungover, drunken Supergirl. I'm sorry, and I know there's storylines like that in the comic book, and that's perfectly fine. If this was like Supergirl number 3 or 4 or the second movie, but can you give us some freaking hope for once? Every movie has to be like this nowadays, and they all kind of just blend in together as one big CGI slob fest. And when it comes to Jason Momoa's Lobo, I was so excited for this, but I'm kind of underwhelmed. I don't know, it just feels like Zack Snyder's Aquaman with face paint. It feels like the same wahoo, yahoo, surfer dude bro, right? It's like we went from underwater aqua dude bro to space bicycle motorcycle dude bro. And I'm not really criticizing his performance as the character. Obviously, I haven't seen the movie yet, but it just feels like more of the same. Even Lobo, it kind of just feels like more of the same. And to add the cherry on top, I guess this won't catch anyone by surprise here, but the actress who plays Supergirl is already out here in the press making some statements that will make your eyes roll in the back of your head. I don't even want to waste your time. Let's go ahead and read this statement from Millie Alcock. Millie Alcock on what she learned from Game of Thrones about potential fan backlash to Supergirl. It definitely made me aware that simply existing as a woman in that space is something that people comment on. We have become very comfortable having this weird ownership of women's bodies. I can't really stop them. I can only be myself. Oh, so what? So you mean you exist in a space on television on one of the biggest TV shows of all time, Game of Thrones, and you think it's just women in that space that people comment on? Did you think that people don't comment on TV shows and movies and whatever other entertainment they consume? Like, yeah, obviously people talk about these shows. I hate when these people do this. Anything to play victim. You're an actress. You're putting yourself on camera. You're playing these roles in these big TV shows and these movies. People are going to comment. Period. People are going to say nice things. People are going to say bad things. I'm not saying that she doesn't have to be human and no comments can affect her, but acting like, oh, it's just women in this space. We have to deal with people commenting on our acting just like every other actor or actress ever. Hell, just about anyone in any job has to deal with comments. The crazy part is this. I'm making a YouTube video right now. And someone's going to comment. And I'm going to have to deal with it. That would be like me putting out this video and then you commenting on the video. And I say, us men, we have to deal with people commenting in our space. This is what we have to deal with. So she's already annoying and playing victim. And look, I don't want to place all the blame on her here. I'm not lighting up my pitchfork to come after her. I don't know much about this actress yet. And I know sometimes these reporters and stuff, they purposely ask these weird questions to set them up for failure, because that's what they were doing here. They were trying to set this woman up for failure. They get that headline, and then people are going to get really pissed, kind of like how we feel right now. We're kind of aggravated by this nonsense, right? But, she even says, we have become very comfortable having this weird ownership of women's bodies. Like, not only is she complaining because people are commenting on her or her acting skills or whatever, commenting on whatever she does in this movie or this TV shows, now she's saying, oh, it's people, they think they have ownership over our bodies. No, if people see the Supergirl movie and they think it sucks because you didn't do a good job as Supergirl, that doesn't mean that they think they have ownership over your body. If someone watches Game of Thrones and they think you did a great job, that doesn't mean they own you. And if they think you did a terrible job, that doesn't mean they think they own you. It's just this weird, wild stuff. Like, what is the point of putting this out there? Because this is what, fandom has been taken over by. And I've explained this in the past, but it feels like movie companies, they promote their movies and their TV shows in this way now. Because today, the new Supergirl trailer comes out. I'm not too pleased with it, but I don't think it looks like it sucks. Overall, I'm just like, meh, whatever. But I go online to see what the conversation is. What has people excited? What do people not like? What do people like? And immediately I see this. They feel like they have ownership over women's bodies because they're commenting on us, on our TV shows and our movies. And it's just like, why? Immediate buzzkill, right? Immediate buzzkill. Any excitement that I could have had, right? For this movie. Even though the trailer didn't excite me, maybe I would go to social media and I would get excited by someone else's excitement. Maybe someone would point out something that I missed and I would be like, you know what? Now I'm interested. But instead, I have to read this victimhood, nonsensical slop coming from the Supergirl actress. And then they wonder why there's a decline in ticket sales. They wonder why everyone has superhero fatigue. No, people have crappy movie fatigue. And yes, like I was explaining earlier, sometimes when people go to a superhero movie, they want to see a superhero on screen. They don't want to see a drunken thought that just had a train ran on her in outer space, like what this Supergirl movie is going to be, okay? Sometimes they want to see a superhero. I think there's a lot of parents out there that maybe wanted to take their daughter to a Supergirl movie, to see a positive Supergirl role model, instead of seeing some pill-popping, whore that is drunk and wasted out of her mind. It's just crazy. But overall, this is what the superhero genre has been reduced to. It's like no one knows how to make a proper superhero movie anymore. And look, I liked James Gunn's Superman, but even that kind of fell flat. Even that, to me, at moments, it felt forced. Like they were trying to force that feeling in there, even though it wasn't there. So, all in all, I am definitely disappointed because I was holding out hope, once again, against my better judgment, that they could possibly do something special with the DCU, like what we saw with the early years of the MCU. I don't think that Superman was perfect, but it was a good enough start. Unfortunately, now we get the Lanterns series that looks like garbage, if you ask me. And we get the Supergirl movie that just doesn't feel that heroic. I don't think this movie's gonna do that great. I think that, a lot of the people who maybe would have went to the Supergirl movie were probably like mothers and families taking their daughters. But I don't know if families are going to want to take their daughter to see this version of Supergirl. In fact, I think some families are going to be kind of caught by surprise when they go to the Supergirl movie, thinking that this is going to be this positive, super heroic chick, and then they're going to get some drunken bimbo who is hungover all of the time. And let me just say one last thing before I leave. Why does it look like this whole cinematic universe is like centered around Crypto the dog? It feels like he is the anchor of this universe. So I don't know how to feel about that either. And I'm not someone that hated on Crypto too much in the Superman movie. But now I'm wondering, why is Crypto like the main character in this universe so far? But hey, it is what it is. I think that the DCU may crash and burn the way things are looking right now, but we'll see. For now, I want to hear from you guys, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all soon in the next one.